Okay, here we are back in Tokyo Dark. So before we get started, you may have noticed there's quite a few things that are different. So let's load this one. I'm a little worried they may have lost progress somewhere. Is this... Right. So yeah, we're gonna have to redo this part, I guess. I don't remember what I chose to do last time, so we're kind of we're gonna wing it. So, introduce ourselves. I'm just speeding through this because this should have been in last week's. Anyway, YouTube changed a ton of stuff this past week. As a result, I haven't been getting notifications on comments or really anything. They changed how navigation works, and another one of their really stupid changes is the way that videos are now classified. We'll go with Margarita. So as a result, I'm doing one big live stream. I'm going to try to do upload the videos again at a later date. We'll let Tanaka handle it. And the main reason for this is when I try to find my videos to reference them, or even the live streams, they're in different spots than they used to be. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to affect the playlists, which is why I'm probably going to do these later. And here we have to go pew pew. So we need to grab the cat in the operating room area, or that. I don't think there's a fast forward button, which sucks. But anyway, that is the state of things regarding YouTube and how they really, really suck. Basically, they're trying to force everyone to use their new creator studio, which is kind of counterintuitive. I had to do a lot of looking just to find how to live stream anymore. Before, you used to just push a button and open the menu. Now you have to go through a drop-down list. And what's worse is they won't even let me see how many people are watching this. They could not have designed this any worse if they tried. Anyway, how are we in terms of spin attributes? I could afford to take some hits in investigation. I don't know why my professionalism is so low. Now, I think you can actually get a game over if you overdose. We'll try it real fast. Visions, hallucinations, they tell me they'd stop. They're still there, I can't concentrate. So you actually get a big boost. That one was only one. For a long time I took my meds for Koski's sake, but he's gone and it was my fault. I let him die. We were so close to having a life together, so close to being happy. My pain, my joy, I want to share it all with you, but I let you down, failed you. Nothing's getting better, nothing's going to change. I wake up and I don't know what's real anymore. I failed. Can't lose control again, I can't. I don't want to hurt anyone else. I'm so afraid of going crazy, I want it to stop. I want my life back. Were we ever happy, or was that an illusion too? I just want to forget about it all. I'm feeling drowsy. Sorry, everyone. I couldn't do it alone anymore. Kazuki, I'm coming to see you. Ayami? Hey, are you alright? I heard a crash. Can you hear me? Sorry, it's unlocked, so... Oh god, are you okay? Get up! Ayami, get a grip! Wake up! Please, wake up! Wait here, I'll get help. And that gives you the Lost achievement. So, we had a good run, folks. Sadly, I don't think there's a way for me to skip out of this, but... Another achievement for the collection. So anyway, while this is going on, I wanted to mention a few things. I don't get the notifications for comments anymore. I don't even... They just have this so screwed up, man, and I don't know why they decided to do this. It's not that easy to actually even get the comments at all anymore. Sometimes they don't even appear in the list. I have to find the individual video and go to it. And that's not really a bad thing when there's only like 100 videos, but I have, what, 3,000 or something on this channel? Apparently they don't even tell me anymore. Okay, so if I do this, I can still see them, but that's a temporary thing, I think. Interesting, most interesting. You're nothing but a crow feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires, I only gave her a little push. And yet all that was achieved was despair. Her death achieved nothing. Yes, most unfortunate indeed. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage, and nonetheless. A myriad, interesting. Would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has told me anything, is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. And observe it long enough, and we may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn. So stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What of fate and chance then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? No fun. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up there. There is only one path which will hold the world together. But anyway, now that we've done the overdose thing, we're going to go seriously here. I'm going to stop complaining about YouTube and how disconnected they are. So once again, we do have to repeat this, and I have to grab the cat. I'm going to speed through the scenes like before. Sadly, there's no way to speed this up. Run, damn you. So my only option there is to draw a gun. I kinda wonder how bad my professionalism is if after these boosts it was still really, really low. I have to admit the games that have a fast forward button have kind of spoiled me in this regard. Okay, so maybe it's only slightly negative because now it should be 6. Sanity took a hit. That's all, folks. Before I forget. Suck if I have to do this all over again. Okay, now we should be back in the swing of things. I'm gonna be taking pills to get that big sanity boost. So I remember there was one where it gave you plus 10 at the cost of 1 investigation point, so I'm gonna be taking like 4 of these, I think it was. Compared to what the 10 or so that I took to cause her to overdose. There you go. So we're somewhat stable. And to celebrate our sanity, let's talk to the cat. Hey, little one. Look at you sleeping there, not a care in the world. At least you're alright. I don't know what I'd do with both you and Kazuki. No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this, and too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage a normal life out of this somehow. Don't worry, little one. Go to the bedroom. I've been avoiding spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of the night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and then when I open it I'll see him there. Find these last few weeks to just be a bad dream. But it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone or the way it happened. Taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Reina, that was her name. I remembered a few days after the sewer, but kept it to myself. At the debrief, they had me talk to a station psychiatrist. One look from her was enough to figure out that what everyone else must be thinking. The police reports, the press, no one mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back then, maybe. If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate the scene myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though, at least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. So I'm just doing a quick look for any cats. I'm not really seeing anything here, so let's go back to the other room. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything is laid out and so neat and factual, it makes it seem so simple. It's like all that happened to someone else. Like the Ito on the page is a different person from some other world. Yet it's not. That's what happened to me, or so they say. The article barely mentions the girl, the bloody bag, or the red paint. How can they write like that? How can they write that like it's true? The press will try to simplify any story to sell papers, like Kazuki always said. Other things about that night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints on the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean too. That's what they told me, but there's no way that can be true. What really happened down there? Hey, I brought you some dinner.
Konnichiwa.
Thanks, Jimmy. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. Can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's just... It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm no good with this stuff. But Ayami, I'm really sorry about Kazuki, I mean. I know that he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but...
Oh, 十分よ.
Stop. Just stop. You don't... I'm sorry, Yumi. I didn't mean it. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much.
Huh?
That was a big one, huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I know that we're not best friends or anything. I'm just worried, that's all. Sorry, Yumi. That's my phone. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I have to take this. And Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime.
Hi.
Ito here. Ito, I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come into the station, as soon as you can. What's this about? It'd be easier if we talked in person. See you soon. So this time we're going to do things a little differently. So last time we pulled the fire alarm to get them to evacuate. Here we're just going to... Well, you'll see. I've worked with Saki Ishibashi for years now, and she hasn't changed a bit. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all the office drama by having an unrestricted view of the whole building. Hey, Ito. Didn't think we'd see you back so soon.
Konnichiwa.
Well, ready or not, I'm here. About what happened... It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful, and I know you two were close. I mean, I heard... Yeah, we were. But seriously, you can leave it alone. I'm fine. If you say so. But I'm glad you're being so positive. No matter what people say, I know you cared about him and did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? Guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. There've been some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? What kind of rumors? Well, that's... Maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. We both know you can't keep something like that to yourself for long, so you might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear from me, okay? On account of all the bad press surrounding Tanaka, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I understand it just fine. Officer Bondo told me earlier that Taira was boasting about some promotion. Then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV earlier. It doesn't look good as all. Taira? That guy needs a swift punch in the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion. And movers in my office? This is too much. See, I told you you'd be upset. It's not all definite, though. All I know for sure is what I've seen on the monitors and what Bondo's told me. Hold on a sec. Who's Officer Bondo? That's not some alias you came up with, is it? I only tried that with you one time and you figured it out right away. Bondo transferred in from Osaka a few weeks ago and he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Did he say anything else about Taira's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detectives lately and overheard it. If I run by my office, maybe I'll see this Officer Bondo and ask him myself. That reminds me, if you see him, can you give him this? What is it? What is it? I don't think the frog drawing follows standard police procedure. Do you like it? It's cute, right? See, I'm trusting you with this because it's more of a private thing. You'll give it to him, though, right? Sure. It's like I've died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him, but you owe me. Thanks, Ayami, you're the best. Guess you better head up to Yukimura's office soon, huh? So you knew about that too, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. So what's the story with you and, the new guy? Saying letters isn't your usual subtle tactic, Saki. Hardy har har, very funny. This one's different. He seems like a keeper, and he's not half bad looking to boot. Ayami, I'm almost 25. I'm practically an old woman. If I don't find someone soon and settle down, I'll die alone. Even listening to you stresses me out, Saki. I'm sure your prospects are fine. So, we'll worry about the cat situation with her later. I see you haven't slowed down your viewing habits, Saki. Well, they do pay me to keep an eye out for suspicious behavior. It's not my fault if I happen to know some other stuff at the same time. Like that Detective Ikeda always fixes her hair before she sees Detective Suzuki, or that Officer Sato takes off his wedding ring when he enters the building. Anyway, I have to be careful. Yukimura says if anything happens on my watch, then he'll make me pay for it. So, sadly, you do have to do illegal things here. There's no... Like, ironically, when I was trying to do the max chaos thing, I might have actually did better here than what I'm about to do, since I'm going to be a little heavy-handed showing the alternate route. Evidence storage, forensics in the basement. We'll be rating that later. Reception level, Saki's probably sitting there now watching all the CCTV footage. Investigative unit offices. Tanaka and I have offices on this floor. She means had, by the way. Yukimura's office right at the top. Sorry to have to call you in like this, Ito. I know we promised you some time off after the whole rotten situation. I had meant to talk to you earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Damn reporters were waiting for any excuse they could to go for our throats, and they found it. Then the deputy chief starts calling me. Then the chief. Hell, got a call from the mayor last night. All of them want this case solved and out of mind. If he was here to see it, Tanaka would be furious about the bureaucracy. Can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches I made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Let's cut to the chase. With every paper and news station covering your case, the mayor's demanding a formal inquiry on your conduct. Now, before you say anything, I'm not saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Unfortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and even choices that seemed right at the time can turn around and bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night sending you in alone. I'll pay for that, too. Keep an eye on your professionalism using the spin system from time to time. Don't give those vultures anything to pick at. It's not just about the inquiry, though. I'm concerned about you and the choices you make, professional or otherwise, have far-reaching effects in the future. The people who work with you and trust you, the options you'll have available to you are all hinged on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing, given the circumstances, we think it's best to transfer you out of the Violent Crime Department for the time being. Transfer? But sir, I don't understand. I've already done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Surely my record should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about it first. This isn't a negotiation, detective. The unit has a chance to get a fresh start. For the next month, you'll continue to be on leave. Fully paid, of course. Of course, I'll need to take your badge until you return. The gun you can turn in downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the vice and insurance fraud cases. As another detective will be moving into your place, we'll need to clear out your office. I've asked the movers to come in today and give you a hand. Do I make myself clear, Ito? There's more to this. Sir, I think you know I screwed up, but there's more going on. I need a bit more time to make a case is all. That's enough, detective. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there'll be no further discussion of this. Now please go to your office and pack away your personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us. And Ito, take care of yourself. So let's go here first, because I might be able to pick up the hairpin while I'm upstairs. I need to go back to my office and get my head together before I start wandering around the station. That sucks. Hey, Ito, hold up. Heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right, he was the best. Almost hard to believe he let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? Goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once. Thought he would try to get in touch with you at least, since you were his partner and all. Anyway, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that on your own. You would have done better? You're right, Tyra. Yukimura should have sent you, the man who hasn't solved a single one of the murders on his desk this year. Would have turned out much better. Hey, those were just unlucky cases is all. No witnesses. If Yukimura had sent me, I would have kept my cool, I can tell you that. Sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Tyra will disappear. Unfortunately, that tactic hasn't worked yet. I once partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he was. If he didn't attach himself at the hip to Tyra, he could probably make a good detective. An alarm for fires, earthquakes, and other emergencies. They told me as the only female detective it would be best to give me extra space, which translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. What a morning. I'm exhausted. First the bosses dump me on a violent crime, then send movers ahead of me so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before me. What a mess. As if I wasn't going through enough already. At least in my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. Gives me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. Kazuki gave me the silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. A new email is in my inbox from Yukimura. Looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see, Detective Ito's been under a lot of pressure. Tragic loss to Tanaka has affected us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ito will be temporarily reassigned, so he did make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? I've been in this office for years now, quietly working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. Look at it now, all that hard work shoved into some boxes to be handed off to whoever Brown knows their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything after all these years, if it can be so easily packed away and forgotten. Yukimura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughingstock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. Thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Seeing around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands back on that mask. Reina mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. The main thing is just want to make sure that this is still there. I don't know what the whole diploma thing is, if that's something about, like, Japanese Police Academy, maybe? So I don't really know if American cops get anything like that. And I know, I could pick up a phone and make a call and find out, but I'm too lazy. Forensics gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go down and scope it out. Officer Bando, the recent transfer from Osaka. It seems that Saki on the front desk was quite smitten with the guy. Hi, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Detective Ito. That's right, transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please, call me Bando. You all have a big station here. Better to say, but I can never find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. Get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, I never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work if you're asking me, and it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. Ishibashi at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Saki did? Well, hand it over then, let's have a look. Well, I didn't reckon she'd send something like this. That's just because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bondo. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would you? I know, not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in about 20 minutes. I do it myself, I'm too busy. So we agreed to it? Alright, but not a word of this to any other detectives, got it? You got it, Ito. You're alright. I'll crack this workout and then get upstairs when I can. I owe you one. Sorry if that would affect my stats any. So we'll go give her the message, and then we're going to go downstairs. Bondo's on the roof. Go get him before he jumps. I passed on that letter you gave me. You did? Way to go, Ayami. What do you say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't read it, did you? Oh god, you read it. Please forget everything you saw. Slow down. I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. On the roof? That's romantic, right? It's like I'm on a TV drama. Dang it, if I leave my post and something happens to those cameras, Yukimura will go nuclear. Decisions. I've got it. You're not on duty now, right? Watch the front desk for me. I won't be long. 10 minutes tops. Please. Sure. That's my girl. I knew I could count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. With Saki gone, I could disable the recording systems and move around the station without being seen. But not without getting her in trouble with Yukimura. So then your way around this was to, pull the fire/earthquake alarm, and then she's excused from these being disabled. We'll leave them on. As much as I want to, I can't do something that'll hurt Saki's career like that. I'll find another way. And that does not bode well for the dude in the basement, I'm afraid. The gate to the evidence room is locked. Mori has the key, but in desperate times I've seen Tanaka pick the lock to get in. Didn't think you'd stick around down here after the big earthquake this morning, Mori. Don't remind me, I'm trying to keep my mind off it. How you holding up, detective? Taking it one day at a time, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised to find you still working evidence. Tanaka put in recommendations for your promotion. I think the people upstairs have other things on their minds right now, from the sound of things. Besides, I think they stuck me down here because I was asking too many questions on my last case. May have pissed off a few of the wrong people. Makes me squirm thinking what it's like to be in an earthquake in this basement. Wish you hadn't reminded me. And I'm really sorry about Tanaka, Detective Ito. I respected him a lot. He'll truly be missed. Thanks. I miss him too. So I'm afraid I may actually be locked into pulling the alarm instead of knocking him out. So now that we've examined it, I think we can grab the hairpin. This hairpin is the perfect size to turn into a makeshift lockpick. And then I should mention this is how you're supposed to get in there other than blowing the lock off. But otherwise, if you didn't choose the earthquake option, I think you can knock him out. Can't exactly break in with Mori still watching me. Knock out Mori. The evidence was locked away and there was no other option. I didn't take any pleasure in it, and he was out before he hit the ground. I respected Mori, but at the moment he was in my way. That'll leave a mark unlocked? So by knocking him out, can't you just take the key from him and not have to pick it, I wonder? Why do they have pallets down here? As I held the mask in my hands again, I immediately questioned why I had gone through such great lengths to get it back. A small piece of evidence wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't the answer to my problems. As strange as it sounds, I'd hoped the mask would react the same way it did when I touched it in Kamakura. At least, that would have justified what I'd done and proved the sensation I felt that day wasn't in my head. The mask I held in the evidence locker was nothing more than rough old wood. No voices or visions, only an eerie quiet left in the wake of anticipation. Of course I held on to it. The case was only getting started, and Reina's obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. Another train, another chance to watch the scenery go by. It's all the same, all of it. I know I've been here before, I'm sure of it. Is it me who needed the mask so badly, or is it the opposite? I can't escape its orbit, and no matter what I do, it'll find me again. I have to stop. I don't have time to dwell on some idiotic sense of deja vu. I need to get back to Shinjuku, get my head on straight. The mask can wait. So, I'm good with saving over this one. Assuming I got all the cats. I wasn't really looking at the other offices, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm going to do a cat run after this one or not. But anyway, the cats should be here now. Some of them are hidden in the shadows, like right here. Others are hidden up here. And unfortunately, due to that whole blur filter thing at the edges of the screen, makes it a lot more difficult to see them. Well, we will be coming back here later, so it's not really a big deal. The main thing is we're trying to be supportive of the various characters. This time it also means we will not be putting Goto in a wooden box, but that's for a different video, I imagine. You again? Hey, take it easy. I saw what you did to Goto at the bar the other night. I don't want any trouble. You can relax. I'm off duty. Besides, you know as well as I do that that guy was a scumbag. Making him wet his pants was the only way of getting anything useful out of him. Can't exactly argue with that, but scum or not, he's a big earner. You could have been a bit more gentle. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be back eventually, whether I want him to be or not. Anyway, I heard on the news about what happened to you and your partner that night. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Thanks. I had figured you'd care much about what happened to a cop, all things considered. Considering what? My job? It's true, police come in here all the time and act like gods. They order drinks, threaten me, and feel me up thinking I don't care. My boss tells me to ignore it since happy cops are good for business. Honestly, they're worse than the customers that they're supposed to protect us from. So yeah, all things considered, I don't love the police, but that doesn't make me a robot. Nobody deserves to die alone. You told your buddies at the station that something terrible like that happened to me. Some nobody hostess. Do you think they'd give a shit? I would. I wish I could say you're wrong, but the years in the force have taught me that being a police officer doesn't make you a better person. A lot of people lose sight of what it is to be human just because some government official gave them a badge. How long have you been doing this job? Not long. Only about 2 years in 4 different shops. They all promise the same thing, better pay and customers that'll treat you with respect. I'm still waiting on both those things. Business has been in the pits lately, and I've gotten some offers that might pay better, but they're at clubs with more of an adult vibe. They said I wouldn't have to do anything weird, but I don't know. I've heard rumors about what can happen to some of those girls in those places. Country girl like me doesn't exactly have a whole lot of job prospects, and it'd be good money. This one's easy. Don't do it. But, ever hear the phrase, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it? No, not really. Take it from me. No one's going out of their way to help you, but that doesn't mean you can't help yourself. Just think it over before you say yes to that offer, okay? Think I'd be getting advice from a cop. Alright, I'll think about it. You got a name? Yes, it's Miho. Don't tell anyone, though. The bosses don't like it when customers know our real names. Between us girls, I've wanted to slam Goto into a wall for months. See you around, detective. So that's pretty much the main thing about being supportive with her and getting her out of that pit. Next one we need to save is Daizo. Hello, Detective. I heard about what happened that night after the other police and reporters showed up. I'm real sorry to hear about your partner. Can't even imagine what it's like to lose someone like that. Thanks. Daizo, right? Yep, that's me. I'm surprised you remember that, Detective. No need for detective. I'm not on duty. Ayami is fine. How are things? Did that night hurt your business too? In all honesty, business wasn't really better or worse because of it. If anything, I got a little uptick when the reporters were here. But eventually they left too, just like everyone else. It's always my dream to cook and start a restaurant, but it's been a constant uphill struggle. What's the point? Don't give up, man. I know it might not mean much coming from me, but I believe you should stick it out to the end, no matter what. A lot of it comes down to attitude, right? If you stay down in the dumps, people will taste that emotion in the food. That's something no amount of alcohol can mask. I guess. I've been beating myself up for weeks now. Maybe that's not helping, huh? I mean, I'm still competing with scumbags around here, but I'll try and keep my head above the water for now. Thanks, Detective. Ayami. Stop by again sometime. Drinks on the house. Thanks, Daizo. Maybe I'll take you up on that one day. So, not seeing anything here. A smell of rotting meat, a phone ringing over and over. Reina, did all that really happen? Oh, hey, it's that detective from the other night. Wonder if she remembers me. That detective is right here, and can hear you as she's standing right next to you, Kobayashi. What? How'd you know my name? It's written on your name tag, kid. Whoa, right on, right on. Guess you gotta be pretty smart to be a detective. Well, didn't think I'd see you in the flesh again after the other night. You're all over the news. Didn't know if you knew that. Yeah, kid, I had a rough idea. You still doing, actually, what exactly is it that you do? You know, I clean and do stuff. Sometimes here, sometimes over there. All over this place, really. It's pretty rad. Oh yeah, can I, have that dumpster key back? Someone locked it back up, so I haven't emptied it, and the boss is starting to get suspicious. Oh, I don't have it on me, sorry. Seriously? Oh, man. Well, thanks anyway, man, woman, miss. And it's because this building had one that I was wondering if the other ones did that I just didn't see. But otherwise, hello, Crimson. I don't know if you've tried live streaming on YouTube lately, but it kind of sucks these days with how they change things, at least in my opinion. I didn't see if you did a Friday show yesterday or not, since I wasn't really around. This police tape is all that's left of the department's investigation. They're more focused on writing me off as insane than finding answers in that sewer. It's now or never. No more excuses. I need to have a look around and find out what really happened that night. The air still feels as heavy and still as it did that night. The night I came in here looking for Kazuki. Doesn't look like much has changed since then. I'm not sure why I expected anything different. Even if it turns out to be nothing, I should have a look around and see what I can find. I've already come out this far anyway. The red markings Reina drew are still on the walls. Was she trying to guide me, or were they for something else? No one seemed to question why the shrine gate was down here, or who put it up in the first place. Yukimura said it wasn't relevant to the case. The bottom of the well is hidden in darkness. They could have at least used a different rope to get down there. Touching it once was enough for one lifetime, thanks. Oh well, I've got no choice. So I think I have to do the light switch puzzle here, and I do not remember the solution to it offhand. was a mistake to come here. All that's left for me here are horrible memories. But I saw Reina, a girl who couldn't possibly be alive in this tunnel, I'm sure of it. Yukimura and the others didn't see what I saw. I have to keep going. There's more to this. More paint? The reports on that night never mentioned this. Could they have missed something so obvious? There's another hatch going further into the sewer. It's possible Reina escaped through it that night. Maybe I wasn't so far off the mark after all. If Reina used this hatch, I might be able to find some proof to take to Yukimura and put his doubts to rest once and for all. I'd better keep my guard up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 of them didn't. Investigation -1. I don't know if any of the hands have appeared yet. Yes. So they're telling you this one is the first one, because it goes out first. I'm not able to interact with these. Reina, what is this doing here? Why do you leave this behind? Beat Oblivion literally at the last moment. I'll try to check that out probably between the videos. We'll see. And then, hello, Raidens. I don't know if this is the first time you've been to a live stream or not. The door seems stuck. I'll have to pry it open. Better head back to the surface and see if I can find a crowbar or something. Where are we gonna find a crowbar in the middle of Shinjuku? What's that noise? Shit, the hatch is closed. I'm trapped. This isn't good. I have to get out of here. Right, I missed that first line. It's, just an episode. Like the doctor said, it's not real. Kazuki said it wasn't real. Kazuki? Somehow I knew I'd find you if I came down here. Don't go, please. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me again. Which is the dream? Or are they memories? I'm not sure what's true anymore. The tunnels where Kazuki cried out to me seem just as real as the walls in this bedroom. Everything's bundled together. Am I doomed to do this all over again? Like a nightmare I can't wake up from? My head's pounding like I was hit by a damn freight train. My room? How did I get back here? Can't remember. The tunnel and those noises in the nightmare all felt as real as the sheets in this bed. Kazuki. I saw Kazuki, didn't I? I felt like he said something to me. What was it? But how did I get home? I was in Shinjuku and I went into the sewer then. Then what? Maybe Tanaka was right. I'm pushing myself too hard. At this rate, I'll burn out if I'm not careful. Huh? What's this? The photo from the tunnel? Impossible, that can't be. It was a nightmare, a delusion. It wasn't real. Must have picked it up in the station, but no, I've never seen this before. Why can't I remember? Could it have been real? If it was, then that means that Kazuki really is out there somewhere, just like Reina was. Why this photo? Some sort of stage performance? At any rate, there's no doubt about it. That's Reina, all right. Maybe someone will recognize her. My mind is racing. I need to take a moment and get my thoughts together before I do anything rash. And I don't see any cats. Can't take any pills, the only thing we can do is interact with a cat. Hey, Lady Fluff. You don't want to get up either, huh? I don't blame you. If I could sleep my days away like you, I probably would. The thing is, if I stay in here, I won't have any chance of finding him. I saw him, Fluff, last night. Sort of, anyway. I don't understand it, but he's out there somewhere. I'm the only one who can bring him home. No one else will believe me. Yumi, do you know how early it is? I'm sorry, Yami. I heard you were up and the door was open, so I let myself in. Okay, do you need something? No, I figured I'd check in on you. Things have been so quiet lately without Tanaka. Thought you might be lonely. Say, where were you last night? I listened for you and didn't hear anything. I don't know. I mean, I had a late night. You know how those can get, right? Sorry if I worried you. Are you sure you didn't hear me come in? Whoa, that was another big one, wasn't it? They've been more frequent lately, huh? What if something were to happen to you? What if I didn't know where you were? You can see why I'd be worried. Yumi, you don't have to look after me. I can manage. Don't say that. We're neighbors. It's my job to look after you. Who's going to take care of you if I don't? I'm okay, really. I should probably get ready soon, though, so... Right, I can take a hint. But Yami, don't work too late, right? So, let's check my spin attributes. I lost a lot of sanity, so let's pop some pills. So I don't know if I can still overdose. That would really, really suck. So I imagine Hercules is gearing up for a game of Oblivion, Crimson. And for Idens, if you want to play it, wait until they get their update out. If you haven't bought it, just wait until there's a sale. It's unique. Doesn't matter how many of these stupid things I take, the world doesn't make any more sense. If you're not familiar with the game, it's procedural. Eep. Okay. So the pattern changes. I don't really want to lose too much investigation, so we'll go with this much sanity. It's procedural with supernatural elements. That's the main thing that I can tell you. We'll duck in here real fast. Goody, here I am, working the morning shift because my boss doesn't like me talking to cops all the time, and what do I find? A cop here, bright and early, to talk to me. Assuming you're looking for something. Something like that. I was hoping we could chat off the record. Well, I know how this goes by now, and you're going to stand there until I tell you something, so what do you want? Have a look at this. There's a possibility she was around this area when Tanaka was taken. A great detective like yourself must know how many girls pass through this part of town on a nightly basis. I'm well aware. Lucky for you, I'm not asking about all the girls, just this one. Well, what did you expect then? How would I remember something like that? It's kinda hard to make out, but the girl has red hair if that helps. Red hair, huh? Yeah, that changes everything. Except it doesn't. What's your point? I think I might have seen her a few weeks ago during the, incident, so... Ah, chat my ass. You're still working. Let me help you. Your little picture says 1996 on it, so I'm pretty sure whoever gave that to you is pulling your leg. Not sure what they're paying you for, someone like me can tell you that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to work. Hey, hold on, we're just starting up a conversation here. What exactly do you want me to say? I can't lie to you, can I? Well, I could, but you only come back here again. Ignore the date. Might not even be a date. It could be a room number or a password for all I know, so think hard. See, I don't think there's any other way to say I don't know that I haven't said it already. This girl wouldn't have just been another girl. She would have stood out. So think. My gut tells me she passed through here. Alright, I'll put my thinking cap on. Ready? You're messing with me now, aren't you? Who, me? Why would you ever think that? As fun as this is, I'm not lying to you. I don't know her is all, and trust me, if telling you to get you out of my hair, I would. Anything else I can help you with? Pour you a good morning drink, perhaps? Papers are saying you might be crazy. Take care of yourself. But you promised me a good morning drink. Let's peek in on Daiso. Hello there, Yami. You're working bright and early today. How are you? I've been better, but thanks for asking. Oh yeah? Is there anything I can help you with? Maybe. Any chance you've seen this girl? She's pretty cute, or at least she might be under the creepy marker. She does look familiar, but I'm not sure why. Familiar. You've seen her here? Here? No, I don't think so. It says 99.6 in the corner. Wonder what that means. 96 was a good year for me. That was the year I made big plans to go to culinary school and become the world's greatest chef. Didn't have a care in the world other than my food. Look at me now. Didn't quite turn out the way I planned. Selling greasy food to people who wouldn't know good cooking from a convenience store rice ball. Wish I could go back. Sorry, got lost in thought. Can I have a look at that photo again? Of course. You know, I think I might know who it is. She looks just like this Flash in the Pan Idol from way back when. Had a hit song or something like that. Anyway, her name was, Sparkly Diamond... Dang it, can't remember. Sorry, Yami, thought I had it. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Anyhow, that was from when I was younger. She must be married with kids by now. Are you positive that's the same girl? Sure looks like her, that's for sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I was really into idols and stuff when I was younger. Kept a scrapbook and everything. Jeez, I hope no one ever finds that. Okay, so she looks like an old idol. Anything else? Nope, not that I can think of. I would ask someone younger than me. She might have been around towards the end of my idol obsession. Hope that helped a little. It did. Thanks, Daiso. No problem, Yami. I'll see you around. So, can we still... Let's look. Forensics identified the organic matter in the bag that held Katsuki's phone as human remains, likely organs from a yet unknown third victim. Good to know. Hey, what you doing? Thought you guys only worked at night, like you were, nocturnals or whatever. Oh boy, I'm probably gonna regret this, but have you seen this girl? That's some creepy stuff. Did you, like, mark all over her face for revenge? Man, that's pretty messed up. Yeah, I didn't. Listen, I'm not sure what exactly I expected, but I shouldn't have bothered you, so I'll get going. Whoa, 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 like, slow down, detective. What you've got there is a genuine pop idol performance photo there. Wait, you know something? I mean, you know about this picture? Yep. So what is it? Well, based on, like, the lighting and outfits, looks like it's pretty ancient. I mean, like, it might be over 10 years old now. If 10 years is ancient, I'm not gonna ask you how old you think I am. Anyway, what else can you tell me about this photo? Oh yeah, I'd recognize that stage anywhere. It's in this cozy little spot in Akihabara. That little lady is probably just, like, based there or something. This one time, me and my girlfriend were at a concert there, and I think she had the hots for me, so... Okay, I get the picture. Akihabara, huh? Gotta say, kid, you really know your stuff. Yep, people tell me that a lot, you know? Like they think I'm pretty wisdomful. Oh no, been fun chatting with you, but I better get back to work. The place would fall apart without me. And now we can go to Akihabara. Can't do anything there, though. So I'm just gonna click up here and see if we can nail a cat on random. Next time I come through, we're going to have to try to do the bottom side. Let's see what happens if we go to HQ. Ayami, I'm not sure if you should be here. I watched it, all of it. What you did to Mori, you breaking into the evidence locker. What's wrong with you? If you could... I'm sorry, everyone says you're sick, that the way you've been acting isn't your fault. I destroyed the footage, Ayami, no one saw it. Consider it a favor. For once, I'm not going to ask you about it or tell anyone about it. In return, get help. I can't stand seeing you like this. I can't look at you right now. Just go home. Yukimura won't let you in the building anyway. So, what happens if we try to talk to her again? I don't think I'll get any more out of Saki. I should go. We won't be going there this video, but eventually we will go to Akikuhara. Can't go to the apartment, so the only place we can go is Akihabara. And then I'll probably stop after we do this scenario. Cheap clone and a dumb muscle shirt aren't going to be enough to convince me this guy is tough. On any other day, I'd probably enjoy messing with a mouth breather like this, but I doubt he'd know anything about pop idols or Reina. I should move on for now. Inside, there's a few salarymen gathered around looking at pictures of high school girls posted up on the wall. I've got no interest in going inside a place like that unless I have to. So that's your Echo Parlor, I think. Here we have the tourists. The elevator is out of service. That's where the collector is. Though the two guys staying outside the ramen shop look foreign, I can hear them speaking fluent-sounding Japanese. They're poring over what looks like a map and some drawings. Hi, I don't mean to be rude, but I couldn't help but notice all the maps and notes you guys are passing back and forth. Seems kind of intense. No, thank you. Sorry, I thought you were going to hand us a flyer. We ducked in here to escape a very persistent maid. You're not a maid in disguise, are you? Nope, I doubt I could summon the pep required to be a maid for 10 minutes, let alone all day. I was just curious about what you two were doing. Uncovering all the hidden secrets of Akiba, of course. What about you? Something kind of similar, actually. You guys seem a lot more well-versed in the area than I am. How far back do these side streets go anyway? Boy, you don't even know the half of it. There's whole mazes of electronic stores, stall-selling computer and radio parts, and anything else you can imagine. We decided to map out the area, a bit of urban exploration. I'm sure it's not very original, but it's been a fun side project. Akihabara is a fascinating area, that's for sure. Urban exploration, huh? Sounds interesting. Most of my friends just sleep on their days off. Are you guys English teachers? Who, me? No, but I'm a writer. Well, an aspiring writer. I've only gotten a few gigs. I'm a web developer in my day job. But it's projects like this that give me fuel for the creative fire. Who knows, maybe you'll be reading something and find an anecdote about this conversation in it someday. I'm an artist, graphic designer on the side. Cody here commissioned me to come out here with him and make some sketches so we explore the city for the book he's working on. Never would have guessed people would be doing things like that. What kind of book are you writing? Urban horror. Neon noir in the seemingly clean streets of Tokyo. I doubt you believe the things that go on in the city even if I told you. I wouldn't. It might surprise you how much I'm willing to believe. So you've been mapping out this street. Anything interesting about it? Interesting might not be the word I'd use. I've been getting kind of a weird vibe around here. I mean, on the surface, it looks like any other side street in Akiba. It's got everything you'd expect. A smoky arcade, a maid cafe, a cat cafe, a couple of bookstores. Nothing unusual there. Not for Akiba, anyway. So far, so good. We were almost ready to move on, but... See the elevator over there? Yeah, sure, what about it? Looks normal, right? Well, looks can be deceiving. Yeah, we've got a little pet theory about it. Get this, we think it eats people. We think the elevator eats people. We've been staking it out the last few days. As far as we can tell, it doesn't belong to any store in that building. And get this, it only lets certain people in. When they get in, we never see them come back out. Yeah, go ahead and try it. We have. So logically, it's either eating people or Yakuza vampires. I thought a lot about it. Pretty sure it might be a thing. I mean, there's a ton of shady activity around here. Damn, Scion, that might be the book. The Yakuza Vampires of Akiba. Write this down. What? Oh, I'm doing better than writing it down. I'm already making some sketches. I think this is the best idea you had all week, Cody. Didn't you say you knew some Hollywood agent in LA? Yeah, once we write this, there's no way they can ignore it. Vampires are all the rage. Or they were. We can bring them back. You guys certainly have a hell of an imagination. Take it from me. This city has a lot of strange things that happen in real life, too. Trust me. You start asking around, and you'll be surprised what people tell you. Every time the automatic doors open, the noise from the pachinko parlor and the smell of stale cigarette smoke assaults your senses. So I haven't really been looking for the cats, now that I think about it. They would be up here on the billboards. I think there's two on the right. Oh well. Let's enter. Oh, I guess those two don't count. Or those two. Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm Miyami. What's your name? I'm Moeka. Wherever you want, make it quick. I'm kind of waiting for someone, so... Alright, I'll cut to the chase. Can you tell me anything about this photo? What ticket is that dress from? Wait, glow sticks? Uh-oh. This isn't some idol thing, is it? If you're from some model agency or whatever, I'll tell you right now there's no way I'll wear that kind of gothic Lolita stuff. No, nothing like that. I'm an investigator of sorts. I'm less interested in the fashion, more about the girl herself. How should I know? Idol stuff is so boring. Hey, are you like the investigators on TV? Did that girl cheat with some guy's wife or something? That's so exciting. Know what you should do? You should totally ask the collector about that photo. What kind of collector? No, the collector. It's like a name he gives himself. The guy knows everything there is to know about around here. My friend Akane told me about it. If that girl's in Akihabara, I bet he knows about it. Why, is this guy an expert on idols or something? No, weren't you listening? Like I said, he knows everything. Which shops are employing foreigners illegally, who's behind on their rent? Hell, he even knows which capsule machines have the rare stuff. At least that's what I heard. No offense, but why would some high school girl need information like that? Well, it's complicated. Akane works around here part-time, but there was a customer who used to come in and kind of obsess over her, you know? Real creep. Before long, he was following her home. She complained, but her boss wouldn't believe her, so Akane asked the collector to give her something to make the weirdo go away. And did he? Sure did. He gave her a photo of that guy that she mailed to the creep's wife. Let's say it was incriminating. What'd he get out of it, this collector? Why don't you ask Akane yourself? She's out with someone right now, but she's back any minute. Thanks, Morgan. I might just do that. That's one of the more livelier tunes for this game. It's a shame it's over, but don't worry, we'll be back in that area soon enough. And here's the one that I'm really not looking forward to. One of the many foreign tourists who frequent the electric town side of Akihabara. A wine shirt with a fanny pack? I doubt he speaks enough Japanese to be helpful to me. A cat-themed maid cafe as opposed to a regular cat cafe. Maybe there's a police-themed maid cafe somewhere. Kansuki would have gotten a kick out of that. Okay, bite the bullet. Just walk in through the door and get it over with. Having bad flashbacks. Welcome, gentle mistress. I'm Aiko Nyan. What's your name? Yes, hi, I'm Ayami. Ayami Nyan, your table will be ready in just a few moments. We apologize for the wait and hope you can forgive us. Does the mistress have a membership card? No, I don't, but hey, hold on, take your hands off me. It's important that I personally guide you to your table, Yami-yan. Perfect, there we are. Don't you feel better? Actually, I was hoping we could talk about... Oh yes, Mr. Yami-yan. The options included in the menu under Full Access Communication. It's only 1,000 yen, 10 bucks, extra, and then you can ask all the questions you want. But if you want pictures, you'll have to order the pretty checky photo option. I don't quite understand if this is supposed to be some sort of cat thing or not. Only 1,000 yen, 10 bucks again, per photo. I think you may have gotten the wrong impression. I'm Clearly starving. Mistress, where are my manners? That wasn't very polite of me. What can this humble servant fetch for you? No, hold on. You're not listening. I only want to ask you about a photo. Mistress, you're so hungry that you don't even remember me explaining the photo option? You've grown delirious. We'll give you some food soon. We have some sort of pancake, a cheesecake, a pasta, and all are available to come in a drink set. So I grabbed the cat that was right here if you didn't hear the sound effect a moment ago. As far as I know, that's the only one in here. So if I remember correctly, the pancakes were important. Okay, I'll have the pancakes and the tea. Excellent choice, Yamiyan. Those are very popular items on our menu. Right, so I ordered. That means I can finally ask you about this. Before your order arrives, you must first do the ultra-secret fan cheer. What? Do I have to? Come on, surely I don't need to do something silly like that. But I must insist, Yamiyan. One can't taste the love cooked into the pancakes unless it's released by the fan cheer. Fine, you win. What do you want me to do? Excellent, mistress. Already I can feel the love pouring from your kind heart. Let's begin. Please place your paws in the air like this. Like this. Perfect, Yamiyan. Are you sure you haven't done this before? Now, you must repeat these sacred verses. Malo, Palo, Wallapa, or something like that? What? And I'm not even going to try to make out what those emoji things are supposed to be. Don't forget to raise your paws! And there she goes saying it. Unbelievable! The passion, the vigor. I can feel the love pouring into the room, Yamiyan. You know, I can't lie. I do feel like a bit of my negativity just flew out of me. Now that I've said the cheer, can we... Oh my goodness, mistress! Your pancakes have arrived! That was quick. Hold on, you didn't tell me the pancakes are shaped like little cats. Yes, they are painstakingly made with love by your staff. That's a little whipped cream tail. It's so cute. Now Yami was saying something about a picture, as I recall. Hold up, no need to rush things. We can't talk on an empty stomach, right? Does your maid staff actually make these? Because they were amazing. Of course, Yamiyan. Now that you've eaten, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Right, that. Have you ever seen this girl in this photo? Let me see. Whoa, are you alright? I am concentrating my philosophy, Yamiyan, but this young mistress is not familiar to me. I see. Well, thanks anyway. That dress is so pretty. Looks like it was custom-made. I've seen some of that quality before. Maybe you should ask the collector. She's a fashion designer in Akimaru who designs costumes made for maids and idols who don't have a big budget. Collector, huh? How can I find her? Notice the gender thing here? I'm wondering if the people perceive the collector as... like, each one perceives the person as something different from the other. Supposedly she has a shop on this very street. Supposedly. She's a very mysterious lady, Yamiyan. My coworker Mina Nyan has met her. Her shift starts soon. You should ask her about it. I will, thanks. And, next time, can I get a picture of the pancakes? I ate them so quickly that I forgot. Of course, Yamiya. And that's all we can do here for now. So now we go to the cat cafe. Can we talk to this guy yet? A small bookshop that sells mostly manga and cheap, brightly colored magazines. Hi, do you mind if I bother you with a few questions? Seems like you might know the area a little better than I do. You're not trying to sell me something, are you? Nope, don't want anything from you except a little bit of your time, if you can spare it. Good. I'm Sushi. Nice to meet you. How can I help you? Nice to meet you too. I'm Ayami Ito. I'm looking for someone, but I feel a little out of my depth around here. Everything in Akihabara feels a little strange to me. That's one way to put it. My bookshop's nestled in between a cat-made cafe and a cat cafe, so yes, it is all a little strange. Honestly, it's a stressful set of neighbors to have. Not a fan of your neighbors? Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, who doesn't love maids? The cat cafe is a different story altogether. Don't get me wrong, the owner is a nice lady and all, but those cats of hers make a lot of noise at night. If she's not careful, they might drive the locals a little crazy. Guess it's some consolation that the little buggers are so damn cute. Things have really changed around here. When my father owned this store, this area was nothing like it is now. It had more authenticity. Nowadays, everywhere I go, it feels like it's one big advertisement. Guess I'm not one to talk. I'm not any better. This bookstore used to be a real hidden gem. We sold original prints in rare volumes. My family are known as quite the collectors. Collectors? Well, not me. The collection mostly belonged to my grandfather. He had a real eye for art and took pride in finding original works. I admired the hell out of him, but his devotion to the arts couldn't keep up with the times. Nowadays, I just sell weekly manga magazines. I've done pretty well for myself. Can't complain. I never had the talent or eye that my father and grandfather had. But I guess you don't really know how much something means to you until it's gone, you know? I do. Thanks for your time, Atsushi. No worries, my normal customers aren't quite as chatty, so having to talk like this is a nice change of pace. Oh, right. I stopped looking, but... There's the one cat. I don't remember if there are any in the club, now that I think about it. Suppose I looked out getting an apartment that allows animals. If I didn't, you'd probably find me in a cat cafe every other day. Hello, miss. My name is Ito. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I'm the owner, Sachiko Akiyama. Say, you're not a health inspector or anything, right? We already had an inspection last week. Lucky for both of us, I'm not. I'm investigating something and was wondering if you've seen the girl in this photo. Well, honestly, she kind of looks like all the other girls around here, you know? Maids and stuff. Don't really know much about it. That makes two of us. Feel a little on my depth around here. Sorry about him. He can be a little too friendly sometimes. Hello there, little one. What's your name? That's Tomo. You might not want to touch him right now. He's a little sick. He's making some, messes, if you know what I mean. Out of both ends. Guess you can see why I was a bit concerned earlier. Took him to the vet this morning, but they can't figure it out either and told me to wait it out, but I think it's getting worse. Sorry to hear that. Does this sort of thing happen often? No, of course not. My cats all get the best care. They're fed the best food and are on the best kitty cardio routines and are pampered day and night. I even read the paper to them to make sure they're up to date on current events, but poor Tomo. Maybe I should go and ask the cat collector. Cat collector? Yeah, she's a breeder who lives around here who specializes in knowing everything feline. Oh, Tomo, not on the rug, and he threw up again. I'm sorry, can you excuse me for a second? No problem, I'll come back another time. Hope he feels better soon. Investigation +1. And here's the cat in this place. It was born into the dark, a corrupt and misshapen creature that writhed upon the ground, stripped of divinity by the muck of our world. I took pity on the hulk of flesh before me and respect for what it once was. I commanded it to take a human shape and live among them in peace, to collect what was necessary to understand them. I know that voice. I've heard it before, back at the shrine. So that's supposed to be the collector's origin, if you want to call it that, I guess. Sushi's bookstore, he's not around. Tiny ramen shops like this bring me back. When I was a student, I used to go to a ramen shop to get a bowl once a week. It was my own private little ritual. Anyway, let's go on up. Just want to double check that there are not any cats here. Hello again. This must be the friend I heard about, Akane, right? Yeah, but if you'd open your eyes for literally 2 seconds, you'd see we're a little busy right now. Go away. What's wrong? I don't know you. What do you care? If you tell me what happened, maybe I can help. She's fine. One of her customers is an asshole, that's all. Customer? Don't look at her like that. It's not what you think. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. You know when high school girls in uniform serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. Usually the customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers want to hold your hand. They're mostly middle-aged men. Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. It's better than working in some shitty restaurant or at a convenience store. Fine, you're right, I can't judge you, but obviously something isn't working out. She's crying like that. I already told you, one of her clients is an asshole. Akane, right? Why don't you tell me what happened? I don't get him. He was nice to me, then I said I wouldn't go to this dirty sewer with him, and he snapped. He threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Wait, back up. Did you say he tried to get you to go into the sewer? He's just a fat, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see him again. He was so nice before, and hold my hand and say how pretty I was. Why did he say all those things? Fat old pervert who goes into sewers. Yep. There's no doubt about it. This client of yours, I know him. You know him? Make him stay away from Akane. In fact, make him stay the hell out of Akihabara. Before you said you wanted to know about the collector, right? How about this? You make it so me and Akane never have to see his fat, four-eyed pervert face again, and we'll tell you everything you want to know. Well, do we have a deal? Sure. If we're dealing with who I think we are, then I'll be more than happy to help out. Really? Thank you. I think I heard him say he was heading to a club in Shinjuku before he left for the train station. Well, it's time to go make Goto crap his pants. So he's in there. Nothing there. It would suck if the cats only appear here near the end of the game. Yeah, nothing. Oh, crap. You know you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Goto? Goto? You sweet on him all of a sudden now? I'm not messing around. You seen him? Yeah, saw him outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Where do you think? Towards his favorite love spot, some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I didn't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick. With all you cops hovering around, I doubt he'll stay there for long. Why, it's our buddy Goto.
冗談でしょ?
Oh, if it isn't my favorite detective. Suppose I should thank you. Ever since that night, this place has got more of a dangerous appeal. Detective? You called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyway. Would barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are you? Now that we're alone, why don't we start from where we left off? Don't look at me like that. She's 16, old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we can do whatever we want, right? The sewer. Another standoff. It felt so familiar. So last time I wasted him. So let's scare the hell out of him. Have you heard what they said about me, Goto? Not in the news. I mean the gossip. The juicy stuff. You must know what they said I did. What was it?
ちょっと.
Answer me, Goto. They say you, maybe killed someone and... Killed, huh? Do you believe them? You think you scare me? I don't believe that crap. Believe what you want, Goto. That person I killed. You know where they said I did it? Down that well? That's right. You're so smart. Why don't you tell me why I might kill someone down there? Actually, I'll tell you. Because down there, no one would find your body. Hell, no one would even know where to look for it. You might not believe the rumors, but you know that last part is true. And let me tell you, Goto, you make me sick. Today, I had business in Akihabara, and your name, no, your stink, laughs over to me again. Then I find you in the same goddamn place, wallowing in your own filth as always. So right now, I'm looking at that well, and suddenly I'm seeing one potential solution to my problem. Are you following me so far, Goto? Yes? It won't happen again. I won't take girls down here. Enough. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to stay out of Shinjuku. You're going to stay out of Akihabara. If you don't, I will find your fat, disgusting person and bring you here again. Only this time, that chat won't be so pleasant. Understand? Do you understand? Yes. Goodbye, Goto. Not on my watch, unlocked. So I kind of wonder if you can arrest him. But anyway, this time he's alive. Joyous day, right? So I was wondering if the first crane was going to be out there, but we have to talk to them first. You're back. You don't look so good. I'm fine. Goto won't give you any more trouble. Seriously? How'd you convince him to stop? That doesn't matter. Forget him. Jeez, remind me not to get on your bad side. I guess we owe you, huh? Not if you hold up your end of the deal. Tell me everything you know about this collector. He knows everything. So notice the gender change here again? So I've got this theory, right? I think he's some sort of hacker, shutting himself in his room day in and day out. Having all that kind of dirt must be great, though. Not to mention he must be loaded. The collector isn't interested in money. If you didn't pay him, then how'd you get the picture? Moeka, you told her? I told you that was private. Since you know anyways. When that client started following me home, I was desperate, so I asked the collector for something that would make him stop bothering me. In exchange, he asked for only one thing. What did he ask for? I used to carry a photo of my dad on me all the time. He died when I was 7 years old, and I never told anyone I had it. Somehow, he knew. In exchange for that photo, he gave me the incriminating photo for free. What choice did I have? I was scared, but what? Ever since then, I feel like I forget my dad's face a little more every day. It gets more and more fuzzy. Why don't you go back and get it? His shop is right under this arcade. You can get to it through an elevator, but I never found him again after that day. The elevator doesn't work normally. I tried, you know, just to see. He controls it and leaves a sign that it's turned on. What? You never told me that. I didn't let you go in after him, Moeka. He's dangerous. Listen, I appreciate everything you did for me, really, but don't go after him. Something isn't right with him. I appreciate the concern, Akane. There's no need to worry about me. I'm sure I've come up against a lot worse than him. Look for 3 paper cranes hanging in front of the elevator. If you see them, you'll be able to go down. That's all I can tell you. Thanks. Stay safe, you two. So now the cat cafe, or the maid cafe, or cat maid. Yaminan, back so soon? Is Mian back yet? I was hoping to ask her about the dressmaker you mentioned earlier. She's here, but the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful happened. It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Yaminan. The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Can I help? Yaminan is so kind-hearted. Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here one moment, please. Hi, yeah? You alright? I heard something bad happen. Maybe I can help you. I don't think I can even talk about it. Every time I think about it, I just want to go into the back and cry. Try and relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? It's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relation of yours? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth, my best friend. He's missing. Samuel Cuddlesworth. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Her ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind kitty plush, Mr. Sayaminan. These things don't grow on trees, you know? A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. A plush! Samuel Cuddlesworth is not a teddy bear. He was an ultra-rare cat plush. Cruel world! The hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone. And then we die. I hate seeing her like this. I don't think she'll be much use to society until she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Thank you for listening to Yaminan. While you're here, want some pancakes? I'll take the pancakes, thank you.
おいしい
I'll find you a plush. Listen, I can't promise you as rare of a plush as Samuel Cuttlesnipe, but I'll find you something, alright? Cuttlesworth. Samuel Cuttlesworth the second. Twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? So I'm kind of curious what my professionalism is like right now. Wow, my sanity is almost positive. And from what I understand, a negative neurosis is actually good. So I'm stable and professional while being focused. So... 2,500 yen for a parfait? I suppose in a maid cafe you're not only paying for the food, but for the girls to wait on you hand and foot like a lord. Not really my thing. That's 25 bucks for ice cream, in case you were wondering. A little to the right. There we go. Drop. Grab. We failed. We suck. So let's just grab the rabbit. This game's broken. I want a refund. Hell? So I wonder if you get like different reactions for the different animals. I grabbed the cat since it seemed a little easier than the tanuki or the rabbit. She's beautiful. Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Flufflestuff. Thank you. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from those things. That was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, Mistress Yamina. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costume I have on right now. She didn't ask for money? Strange. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spend a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I notice the signs would flicker, the images on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression that she doesn't believe me. It's true, I swear on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then, when there's 3 paper cranes inside her shop, you go down, she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable, she's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all this, but this is kind of hard to swallow. It's true, Yaminan. Supposedly, she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because it only happens occasionally, and the story is probably bringing more business than the signs themselves. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? Ayami, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know the rumor to begin with, anyway. It's like subliminal advertising. Minan-yan, what's wrong? It's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything down to the last detail. Everyone always assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. I mean, who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement in a room with no other customers? I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, It was cheap, the stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over from all the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, Amion. I kind of got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks for getting me my Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. So, Maid new friends unlocked, with Maid being the spelling as in these guys. And here's the one that I'm not really looking forward to. Because I know the cats are being poisoned. About the collector you mentioned earlier. The cat breeder? Yeah, sure, but now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick, but I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday, his tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. This afternoon, he really started to, explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it, though. Nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What's he eat normally? You know, the usual stuff. Sashimi, mostly. Sashimi? You're joking, right? No, of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. In the wild, cats catch fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. So, real quick, if you don't know what sashimi is, sushi, from what I understand, is supposed to be the vegetarian option, while sashimi is the actual raw fish. That's not really translated well into Western countries. So the sushi is supposed to be like seaweed, cucumber, so on, with rice. Sashimi would be the different types of fish, tuna, and so on. So she's feeding them raw fish. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat, and I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Sucker, you bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swill. Chemical swill? Well, my cat's also not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I, got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially when you're only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch either? Today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order one box from Suichi, the sushi vendor next door. For the last few days, I've received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything of it until you mentioned it. What do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Well, no, but you're a fellow cat lover, and you seem so nice. It would only take a second to go talk to Suichi, honest. I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything until this stuff's off my mind. Please go talk to him. I don't remember if Tomo dies if you don't interfere. I'll talk to him. I'll have a chat with the Suichi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Hi, Suichi, right? I was wondering if you can set up recurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something? Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of business around here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cat cafe next door and saw one of your boxes, and work's moving me here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. You came from Sachiko's place, huh? Yeah, she's had a staying order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order is only for 1. If she's ordering 2, I suspect she was feeding it to her cats. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sachiko's right next door and a very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see Sachiko, make sure to give her my regards. I'll try to go up there next time. So about that staying order you wanted to set up. I need to think about it a little bit more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Find out who supplied that second box should lead me to a suspect. Okay, so we actually have to do quite a bit more investigative work this way. What did you have for lunch? That's a weird thing to ask. Got a box lunch from the convenience store. Why? You like cat cafes? You wouldn't catch me dead in a place like that. I hate cats. Every time I see one, they always try and scratch me. So I guess we have to accuse them. Investigation -5. The hell are you talking about? What cats? Why would they do something like that? Okay, I get it now. There's actually multiple suspects, like this dude. You like cat cafes? Cats? No, I don't like cats. I have an allergy, understand? Lunch? I'm not interested, thank you. And here we are. You like cat cafes? Yeah, sure, they're alright. I used to have a cat growing up. What'd you have for lunch? Why ask me out on a date, lady? When I'm on the clock, I usually get a box of sushi from Suichi down the street. You. What? How'd you... Wait. It's not what you think. I rent the apartment above her shop, and the furballs are always yowling all night. The nut shop owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I just add some laxatives to dissolve. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little cleanup is fair payback for her cats keeping me up day after day. The woman's ruined my damn life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson and not someone else. Alright, fine, I get it. You were at the end of your rope. The thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. So 2 of the cranes are out there. This will be number 3. Can we talk to him? How about this dude? Nope. This may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi! That little rat! What did he do? Is Tomo going to die? If he does, I'll wring his little neck. No, it's only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Thank goodness, I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two once it clears out of his system. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? He mentioned the cat's been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it I didn't notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and finally get soundproof this place. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you'll be okay. Now that one mystery is behind us, can we return to our discussion about the collector? Of course, I only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese breed to the cafe, and after searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and to come to her shop. Suffice to say, I was ecstatic. Business was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too, only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda.
Huh?
She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. She was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was just starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and give the kitten back for Panda, but the 3 cranes inside of her shop were gone. I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work. Don't eat the fish unlocked. And with this, all 3 cranes are up. That's it, 3 paper cranes. The buttons on the elevator are lit up now. And notice the billboard here? The details are always hazy in a dream. All of a sudden, the face of the person you're talking to changes. You might go from being in your old elementary school to the street with your favorite bar in the blink of an eye. But in the dream, it doesn't matter. There's no logic because it's a dream. It's a world that has its own rules, and you accept them without thinking why. It's only when you wake up that you realize all the little details were so wrong. How did I not see it the first time I was here? Nothing here makes sense, because the dark doesn't follow our rules. Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? The way the mind twists itself into knots to see what it desires. I know this place. I remember it. This conversation. You. Everything. What should I call you? Collector never really made much sense to me. Call me whatever you want, it doesn't matter. I've never had a need for a name. I must say, Detective, you seem remarkably lucid. How many times have we had this conversation before, I wonder? I'm not sure. What's happening to me? Have I gone back? I did say we would meet again, but what you said would be impossible. The world has rules, after all. You did not go back, you've simply come here again. And in doing so, you have finally paid back your debt to me in full. I'm grateful, really I am. You did not disappoint. Only now I know how you want this to play out. This time there'll be no questions, no getting into my head. You won't trick me again. Trick you? How did I trick you, Detective? Whatever this is, the reason I'm experiencing this again has to do with you, doesn't it? You're mistaken. I don't have that kind of power. I've only ever tried to help you. You came to me seeking your precious Tanaka. The truth, the girl that you pitied and hated in equal measure. I gave you a path to all of them. Understanding the trauma of a young girl's mind gave you the lens necessary to see the dark shape. The mask, as I instructed you, was a tool to find your lost Tanaka, no trick. You neglected to mention certain details. They were unnecessary for your progress. It isn't fair. I feel like I'm trapped in my own body, watching myself make the same mistakes all over again. Every time I think I remember the past and see a way out, it slips away and I go back to the same path I've already been on. I'm afraid the human mind is ill-equipped for such memories. It changes nothing. Every reaction has already been decided for you. The universe, the flow of time, your puppet masters, whatever you wish to call them, have scripted your choices before you even existed. Frustrating, isn't it? One way or another, this has to end. I see, a typical response, and a boring one. Why must everything be tidily arranged into a beginning, middle, and end? I think you're seeing it incorrectly. Resisting the flow and coming back to me is no failure. No, quite the opposite. You must understand there is no right choice that will grant you an escape. All options available to you are merely dissonance, muddying the melody of a song that's already been played. Continuing to resist the inevitable final notes is a truly unique talent, an opportunity not many possess. There are no happy endings, Detective. There are only two possibilities. Resist or become a slave to your destiny. A slave? What are you talking about? The common Kai had noble goals, but by containing the corruption of the divine they let it breed, and the dark has been without a true master for some time. As you know, for now anyway. Something is coming. The dark. Whatever's coming, none of it has anything to do with me. Exactly. Why submit to a fate that you are not invested in? Your exposure to the mask, an item wrought of the same energy as the door. It's freed you to new possibilities, can't you see? Tell me, as I've always been curious, how does it feel to remember another version of yourself? Does that Ayami Ito feel like a different person? What if that person is more you than you? It's not like that. There's only one me, even if... This is absurd, all of it. I sometimes wonder if there's an Ayami out there who never found the mask and shot a girl in Kamakura. An Ayami who's happy. Somehow I doubt it. One way or another, the mask ends up with you and the girl's fate intertwines with yours. You said yourself that I should resist. What's the point if it's inevitable? What's the point? Lifetimes ago I met another like you. Like you, she was bound to a fate she did not choose. But unlike you, she accepted it. Hatred consumed her and it drove her mad. She lost her humanity. I devoted my time to understanding your kind, to understand how these ephemeral creatures came to be of such importance. My advice is this: resist. Follow the flow back to me again. Spend a few final moments as a Ayami Ito before you are consumed. I'll make my own path. I don't need you to tell me how to do it. We shall see. I hope we meet again. So this time the collector didn't take anything. And once I trigger the next save, I am done for now. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I stayed any longer, I felt it may have suffocated me. For the time I was there, Akimara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the streets swept the cobwebs from my mind, forced me to remember everything I told the collector, and everything he possibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now part of. More about this investigation would lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Katsuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed. And now I had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths. The mask and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, because everything around me cracked and crumbled away and logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. So I'm cool with the choices I made there.